of history, make sure to subscribe to Aeon Timeless History, leave a like, and tell us your thoughts in the comments below. Now, let us journey into one of history's greatest mysteries. The story of a catastrophic flood appears in hundreds of cultures around the world. Most people are familiar with the biblical account of Noah. According to the story, a righteous man received a warning about a coming catastrophe. He built an enormous vessel, gathered animals, and survived while the rest of the world was consumed by floodwaters. For centuries, many considered this story a religious allegory. But there is an intriguing problem. The flood story is not unique to the Bible. Ancient Mesopotamians told of a man named Utnapishtim who survived a devastating flood after receiving divine warning. Ancient Hindu traditions speak of Manu, who was guided to safety before a great deluge overwhelmed the world. Greek mythology describes Deucalion surviving a flood sent by the gods. Chinese traditions tell of massive floods that reshaped civilization. Stories with remarkably similar themes appear among Native American tribes, Pacific Islanders, Norse legends, Australian Aboriginal traditions, and countless others. Different cultures, different continents, different languages. Yet somehow, the same essential story appears again and again. A warning, a catastrophe, a chosen survivor, the preservation of knowledge and life, and a new beginning. This raises a compelling question. Why would so many civilizations preserve such similar memories? Could they all be remembering fragments of a real event from humanity's distant past? Many researchers believe that ancient flood myths may preserve cultural memories of dramatic natural disasters that occurred thousands of years ago. As glaciers melted at the end of the last ice age, sea levels rose dramatically around the world. Coastal settlements disappeared beneath advancing waters. Entire landscapes were transformed. To the people who experienced these events, it may have seemed as though the entire world was drowning. But some theorists take the idea much further. They propose that the flood was not merely a regional disaster. Instead, they argue it marked the destruction of an advanced civilization that existed before known history. A civilization whose achievements have been largely forgotten. At first glance, this sounds like science fiction. Yet scattered across the world are mysteries that continue to fuel debate. One of the most famous is Gobekli Tepe in modern-day Turkey. Discovered in the 20th century, this remarkable site stunned archaeologists. Dating back more than 11,000 years, it predates Stonehenge by thousands of years and was built long before the rise of Egypt's pyramids. Massive stone pillars weighing many tons were carefully carved and arranged in sophisticated circular structures. The builders possessed remarkable engineering skills. What makes Gobekli Tepe especially mysterious is its age. According to traditional history, humans at that time were only beginning to transition from hunter-gatherer lifestyles. Yet here stands a monument that required planning, organization, labor, and advanced craftsmanship. Who built it? And what inspired them? Some researchers see it as evidence that complex societies existed far earlier than previously believed. Others suggest it may represent surviving knowledge from an older world.
Then there is Pumapunku in Bolivia. The precision of its stonework has fascinated visitors for generations. Enormous blocks appear cut with extraordinary accuracy. Some stones fit together with such precision that they resemble pieces of a giant puzzle. Conventional archaeology explains these achievements through skilled craftsmanship and human ingenuity. Yet, alternative researchers argue that the sophistication of the site suggests technologies or methods we do not fully understand. Whether one accepts those conclusions or not, Pumapunku remains one of the world's most intriguing archaeological mysteries. The same questions arise when examining massive ancient structures elsewhere. Gigantic stone blocks at Baalbek, the mysterious Osirion in Egypt, ancient monuments whose construction continues to inspire debate. These sites remind us that ancient people were often far more capable than modern assumptions suggest. But what if there is another piece of the puzzle hidden beneath the oceans? During the last ice age, sea levels were much lower than they are today. Vast stretches of land that once existed along coastlines now lie submerged beneath the sea.
If ancient settlements were located near these coastlines, many would now be underwater. This possibility has inspired investigations around the world. Off the coast of India, researchers discovered underwater structures in the Gulf of Cambay. Some interpretations suggest evidence of ancient habitation. Others argue the formations are natural or require further verification. Near Japan lies the famous Yonaguni Monument. Its massive terraces and geometric shapes have fueled decades of debate. Supporters argue that it represents the remains of an ancient city. Skeptics maintain that natural geological processes can produce similar formations. The debate continues. Regardless of which side proves correct, these discoveries highlight how much of our planet remains unexplored. The oceans cover more than 70% of Earth's surface. Large portions of the seafloor remain poorly mapped. Who knows what secrets may still be hidden beneath the waves? Another fascinating chapter in this mystery involves catastrophic flooding events that scientists know actually occurred. One of the most dramatic examples can be found in the channeled scablands of Washington state. The landscape appears almost alien. Gigantic channels cut through bedrock. Massive ripple formations stretch across the terrain. For decades, geologists struggled to explain these features. Then, researcher J. Harlan Bretz proposed a revolutionary idea. He argued that enormous floods had carved the region. At first, his theory was ridiculed. Eventually, overwhelming evidence confirmed that catastrophic floods had indeed shaped the landscape. These floods were among the largest known natural disasters in North American history. They demonstrated that water possesses the power to transform entire regions with astonishing speed. When people see evidence of such immense flooding, it becomes easier to understand why ancient cultures preserved stories of world-changing deluges. Yet perhaps the most controversial aspect of this mystery concerns lost knowledge.
Many ancient civilizations seem to emerge suddenly with impressive achievements. The Sumerians developed sophisticated mathematics, astronomy, and writing. Ancient Egyptians constructed monuments that continue to inspire wonder. Civilizations around the world developed remarkable systems of engineering, architecture, and observation. How did these breakthroughs occur? Traditional historians explain them through gradual cultural development. Knowledge accumulated generation after generation. Skills improved over centuries. Civilizations evolved through innovation and experience. Alternative researchers suggest another possibility. Perhaps some ancient societies inherited fragments of knowledge from an earlier civilization that vanished long ago. A civilization whose memory survived only through myths, symbols, and oral traditions. Many cultures tell stories of wise teachers arriving after great disasters. They speak of culture bringers who introduced agriculture, astronomy, laws, and sacred knowledge. Could these stories preserve distant memories of survivors carrying fragments of a lost world? No one knows for certain, but the possibility continues to captivate imaginations. Then there is perhaps the most famous lost civilization of all, Atlantis. The story originates with the ancient Greek philosopher Plato. He described a powerful island civilization that disappeared beneath the sea after a catastrophic event. Most scholars view Atlantis as a philosophical allegory rather than historical fact. Yet the legend has inspired centuries of speculation. People continue searching for evidence that such a civilization may have existed. Whether Atlantis was real or fictional, its enduring popularity reveals something important about human nature. We are fascinated by the possibility that forgotten chapters of history remain undiscovered, that somewhere beneath the oceans, deserts, jungles, or ice sheets, traces of lost worlds still wait to be found. The mystery becomes even more intriguing when we consider how incomplete our understanding of the distant past may be. Archaeology is constantly uncovering discoveries that challenge previous assumptions. Sites once thought impossible are found. Timelines are revised. New evidence emerges. History is not a finished book. It is an ongoing investigation. Every excavation adds a new piece to the puzzle. Every discovery raises new questions. And every answer reveals how much we still do not know. Perhaps that is why the story of the Great Flood continues to endure. It is more than a tale of destruction. It is a story about memory. A reminder that civilizations can rise and fall. Knowledge can be lost.
Entire worlds can disappear, yet traces remain in myths, in monuments, in submerged ruins, in unexplained mysteries scattered across the globe. Whether the flood was a single global catastrophe, a series of regional disasters, or a blend of history and legend, one thing is certain. The ancient world still holds many secrets, and somewhere among those secrets may lie the truth about civilizations that came before us. Perhaps future discoveries will reveal evidence of forgotten societies. Perhaps underwater archaeology will uncover cities hidden beneath the sea. Or perhaps the mystery itself will continue to inspire generations of explorers, historians, and dreamers. Until then, the question remains open. Did an advanced civilization exist before recorded history? Was it destroyed by catastrophic floods? Or are we witnessing humanity's endless search for answers in the shadows of the past? Now we want to hear from you. Do you believe ancient flood legends preserve memories of real events? Could there have been a lost civilization before the dawn of known history? Or do you think these mysteries have more conventional explanations? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this journey into one of history's greatest mysteries, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Aeon Timeless History, and turn on notifications so you never miss our next exploration into the forgotten past. Thank you for watching, and remember, the deeper we look into history, the more mysteries we find waiting beneath the surface. Until next time, keep questioning, keep exploring, and keep seeking the timeless secrets of our world.